Hi, I'm Mr. Galvez, and this is G Squared, Galvez on Gizmos. This is where I talk about how to use Gizmos virtual labs that I've assigned to my science classes. I don't work for Explore Learning, I'm just a science teacher who uses Gizmos in his practice. Let's get started. Today we're going to be looking at the distance time graphs gizmo that I've assigned to my 8th grade class. I can find the gizmo here by clicking it, and I've already downloaded the student exploration sheet. In fact, before we even get started, let's look at that sheet together. I have it open in another window. Here it is. And I went ahead and highlighted things that I wanted to make sure I talked about. But first, I just want to look it over to make sure it's okay. Uh, Sometimes things get a little messed up when you convert from a Word document to a Google Doc. So everything looks fine so far. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this weird stretched out graph here. It says sketch a graph to the right. I can't sketch on this. I'm going to delete that. Here I've got a nicely formatted graph. I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy it. Control C, scroll down, Control V. Move that into place. Let's see if there are any other graphs that I need. Sketch a graph. Yep, I'm going to need a graph for this one as well. And I'm going to need a graph for this one. So one more, Control V. Okay, great. Now my Google Doc is all ready, nicely formatted, ready to go. Now I'm going to want to look at my gizmos and my student exploration sheet at the same time. So let's go back to our gizmos panel, and I'm going to grab the top of my browser window. I'm just going to push it to one side, and it's automatically resizing to half of my screen. Now I can fill the other half with my worksheet. Launch Gizmo. You can do the prior knowledge on your own. Let's do the warm up together. The distance time graph gizmo shows a graph and a runner on a track. You can control the motion of the runner by manipulating the graph. Drag the red dots. Oh, okay. I can grab the red dots and move them. Interesting. Both dots. And when I move this one, the runner moves. Interesting. Check that the number of points is 2 and that under runner, both show graph and show animation are turned on. Number of points is set to 2. But I do have a slider, and I can increase the number of points on the red line. Very cool. Runner 1, show graph, show animation. Okay, I'm all set. Click the green start button on the stopwatch. What happens? All right, well, let's try it. Click the green button. I saw two things happen. One, the runner traveled across the field from left to right. Two, the green line in the graph also traveled across the graph from left to right. Click the reset button. The vertical green probe on the graph allows you to see a snapshot of the runner at any point. Drag it back and forth. Watch the runner and the stopwatch. Okay. Oh, click on the green line, and as I drag it, I see the runner changing position, and I see the time changing on the stopwatch. I've moved the green line to 1 second, and you can see there's 1 second on the stopwatch. And my runner has moved to 10 yards. What was the position of the runner at 1 second? Oh, well, we just identified that. He's at 10 yards, which I can see here. And here on my graph, I can see that the green line is intersecting the red line at 10. So we'll put that in 10 yards. Don't forget to include your units, they're very important. What are the coordinates of the point on the graph that tells you this? Okay, this is a standard distance over time graph. The bottom line down here, this is our x axis. This vertical line is our y axis. So we're going to look right here at this point right here. And on the x-axis, we always list x first. It is always written as x, y. So here it is right there. We're at 1 on the x-axis, and we're at 10 on the y-axis. So those are our coordinates, 1, comma, 10. When was the runner on the 30-meter line? Well, to find out when the runner was on the 30-meter line, I'm going to move the green bar until it intersects with the red line at 30. Moving it over, it intersects there. So when was the runner at this 30-meter line? I just go straight down my graph, and I can see that happens at 3 seconds. What are the coordinates of the point that tells you this? Once again, we read our x coordinate first, so that is 3, and then our y coordinate second, that is 30. So our coordinates are 3, comma, 30. Look at the first activity now and see if there's anything new that we need to know in order to complete it. Click reset. Make sure the number of points is 2. In the gizmo, run the race many times with a variety of different graphs. Huh. They just want you to run at different times and experiment with changing the red line. Interesting. In the gizmo, set the number of points to 3. Okay, 3. Then create a graph of the runner who starts at the 20-meter line and runs to the 40-meter line and finishes at the 30-meter line. Sketch the graph to your right. Now we've got to sketch graphs. So how are we going to do that? Well, I can't draw in a Google Doc, but I can copy this graph. Then I can open a new tab and go to Google Drawings. We're going to paste that graph into our drawing. And now I want to get rid of all the extra canvas. So we'll move it right up into the corner. And then down here, I can grab the bottom right corner, drag it up, and crop out the rest of the canvas. Now I could draw on this with my line tool. This isn't the correct answer for the question, but I'm just trying to show you how it works. Now we're going to save this graph to our computer and then upload it into our Google Doc. Graph 1A. I'll download as a JPEG. Back to the Google Doc. I'm going to right-click this, scroll down, and select Replace Image. And I'm going to upload it from my computer. Select the graph I just downloaded. And it just perfectly replaces the image in the same size, in the same space. You're going to need to do this several times, but you've already got a template now, and you could just delete the line that you created, create a new graph, download it again, and paste that in, and then replace the next graph, etc., etc. So in activity C, it says, click reset. Under runner 2, turn on show graph and show animation. Okay, so we're going to add a second runner. If I click show graph, I now have a blue line. Show animation, I have a second runner. Experiment with the gizmo to create each of the following results. You can use any number of points in your graph. Each time you find a solution, click the camera next to the graph. Where's the camera? Camera is right up here. Right click the image and then click copy image and paste the image into a blank document. Label all 5 images. Okay, if you're working in a Google Doc like mine, there's no reason for you to create a whole new document. Okay, let's just make a new page in this document. Let's scroll down to after the instructions, and I'm going to insert a page break. Now I'm going to insert one more page break, again from here. And I've created a completely blank page inside of my document. Great. Let's try something over here now. And we're going to run it. That was cool. I like that. I'm going to click this. This is runner 2 wins the race. That was the second option. First one was supposed to be runner 1. But we'll click that. I right click the graph, copy the image. Then I can paste that in. Control V. And it's huge. We'll just resize it. I'm going to have to do like 5 of these. So I don't want them too big. And I'm going to click return, and I'm going to label this runner 2 wins. Great. Now we know how to copy the graphs and enter them into our document. As I look through my document, I don't have anything else highlighted, so I believe I've covered all the skills that you will need to complete the distance time graph in Gizmos. Good luck! More fun tomorrow.